2019 is on track to finish as the worst year for data breaches, putting us all at risk. In 2020, hackers could use drones, your cell phone, and even who you plan to vote for in the 2020 presidential election to steal your financial information. Hard to believe, but Michael Bremer is here. He's the Vice President of the Experian Data Breach Resolution Group and Consumer Protection at Experian. He's going to clear these things up. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Great. Well, you are here to discuss the biggest cyber threats to all of us in this upcoming year, 2020. What should we know?
Well, you mentioned, first of all, the campaign coming up. And so the obvious one is what we call Phishing 2020. And that's actually using a technology, smishing, which is just SMS texting. So picture yourself that you may have signed up for one of the candidates to contribute to them online, and all of a sudden a text message comes to you asking for a small donation. But the fact of the matter is someone else may have compromised your phone number and sent you that SMS text fraudulently that if you click on the link, you're going to compromise information such as payment information you may have stored on your phone, your social security number, and other things, just by thinking, oh, wait a minute, they know me, I'm part of this quote-unquote online tribe, and you've already given away your information just because of a potential political contribution.
Wow, it's just unbelievable to me, the people that are behind these attacks. It makes me so mad, Michael. Drones are something that I personally have felt just must lead to no good, but they are now being used to actually nab our personal data. How is that being done?
Well, there's 1 million+ drones that are registered in the U.S. If you add in public Wi-Fi spots, and there are about 50 million globally, and then combine that with a device called a Pineapple, which was developed in 2005 by a company called Hack5. And it's a very small cigarette-sized package device, but it does bad things, and it can intercept all the traffic off of this spoofed Wi-Fi site. So my advice to everybody is don't use public Wi-Fi that isn't password protected. It's much better to go ahead and spend the extra few pennies on your cellular service to do it. And if altogether you can avoid using Wi-Fi even under any circumstance to transmit payment information, pay your bills, or any other personal data, you'd be much better off.
Wow, that is a very, very good tip right there. So in your mind, be on your own home Wi-Fi or office Wi-Fi if you're going to do any payment transaction. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
you're at
Correct.
higher risk. That is a very good tip right there. Now, you mentioned again this presidential election coming up. I think it's fascinating. So we want to be aware of those text messages. That's an actual scam that was just uncovered.
Yes, well, even this morning, and I read about it in the paper myself, a company called True Dialogue compromised millions of SMS text messages. And this company does two-way text messages. So like I described earlier, you can send back information as well as receive it. The problem is if they've compromised those text messages from you and your phone, they can go ahead and create that information. So it's not just the circumstance like I described with True Dialogue. There have been so many breaches where various bits of your personal identity and payment history have been compromised, and what the hackers are doing, they're going online and they're buying these bits of data, putting them together and targeting attacks on individuals, whether it's through a political campaign, whether it's through a mobile payment device, whether it's because you're an investor in a new emerging growth area, and that's another one of our predictions, cryptocurrency, cannabis, green energy.
Michael, thank you so much.
Those are great.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. I really appreciate all your knowledge and sharing. Where can people go for more information?
The best place to go is www.experian.com/data breach, and you can find our 2020 predictions as well as other consumer tips.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for all the knowledge this morning.
Thanks.
Protect yourself from cyber criminals. Everybody out there, head to the website on your screen for more information. Experian, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.